the show comes out on the 23rd. I'm a little bummed because I'm going to be leaving that morning, so I'm really not going to get a chance to see it until probably Monday, which might not be a terrible thing because so they've dropped I don't know how many trailers.
Oh God!
And it wasn't until this latest one, the one that was dropped like six days ago or something like that. I got to be honest, I'm a little more nervous about the show than I was prior. The trailer has not given me a ton of confidence, only because I think I have some PTSD, like a little bit of PTSD hangover from the Kenobi series, where they did a lot of what everybody wanted to see was just Ben Kenobi and Anakin. Was the best parts of the show.
Yeah.
And then I feel like they force fed us. What was her name? I can't even remember the secondary character there.
Oh, yeah.
The other girl that had the whole arc and stuff. I can't remember her name.
Okay.
I can't remember her name.
But I'm just worried that there's going to be a lot of just other crap thrown in this. Now, I could just be coming out of nowhere because I'm always a little skeptical of Star Wars lately. But I don't know. Do you know how many parts to this season there are? Is this like a 6-episode thing?
I don't know. I'm guessing it'll probably be like 6 to 8. I doubt it'll be 10. Because what was Mandalorian? That was like 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to be around there.
6.
It seems like Disney is scared to do more than 10 for some reason.
And sometimes they have to scrape together those 6. It's weird. Like even the Kenobi thing, there was so much they could have cut out of that show to make it so much better. It's truly going to be weird. This is the last thing I'll say before I kick it over to you guys. It's truly going to be weird because there's so much that this is the first time she's really going to have her own thing that's prominent that's not in the cartoons. So it's like, I mean, I know that this is segregated like from the movie going crowd of Star Wars. So the shows are a little bit like they can do a little bit more, but there's going to be some questions, you know, there's going to be a lot of questions.
Yeah.
This is like the first big mainstream thing that's coming out and people are going to be like, wait, who is this chick? I mean, we saw her in The Mandalorian, but like she was describing some of the, like, you know, she was Anakin's Padawan and all this. And like, it's new. If you're not a super fan like we are, it's new to you. Even Ginty, but you might not know because you didn't watch a lot of the Clone Wars.
I've seen maybe like 4 or 5 episodes.
So even for you, it's gonna be weird.
I didn't even know they existed until I had Disney Plus. I'm like, wait, what is this? And I mean, I never read any books or anything about Star Wars. I just grew up loving the original trilogy. And now I've got tattoos of fucking Star Wars all covering my arms, and I love Star Wars. But obviously, I've looked into a little bit about Ahsoka, obviously, and know that she was his Anakin's Padawan, and you know, obviously, the prequel trilogy doesn't have. I guess the timeline is very.
It's weird.
Inaccurate.
The Clone Wars is all bunched in between the ending of Clone Wars and the beginning of 3.
Which we don't even know how much time really passes, I guess. If by watching the movies, you think it's like almost immediately after.
It feels like
it. But it's not. It's definitely years and years because obviously Anakin does become an actual Jedi. He's not a Padawan anymore, which most people think he is in the movies.
Yeah, it's truly never clarified, and you know they're benefited in that show by, you know, having how many fucking episodes, like 100 almost, to flesh out his character more.
So many episodes,
the shows truly, if you really like Star Wars, the shows are truly you can't miss that series. It makes everything better. Like it truly turned me, even before, you know, the sequel trilogy even started. I watched Clone Wars, and it truly got me like back into it. Like, oh my god, these are better than the movies are, and just
some of the best Star Wars content that we've ever gotten exist within the Clone Wars and the Rebels show. Even it's made by people who really love Star Wars. Dave Filoni, who was actually worked very closely with George Lucas. He would ask him questions if he wasn't sure about something. He'd be like, "Hey, how does this work?" And George would explain it to him. And it's like that's why they're so great.
Yeah, there's a lot of care and thought that's put into it, and like it's part of one of the reasons why I despise some of the parts of the sequel trilogy so much, because it just truly feels like they built, and it's kind of just came to me that the Clone Wars and the prequels in the original trilogy feels like a responsible 10-year-old kid or 12-year-old kid crafted this giant Lego universe and built all these cool intricate pieces, and then his fucking kid brother came in with the sequel trilogy with his action figures and was just like, what if they did this and that? And you're like, oh my god, you just took the idea of it and ran with it. And that's, on a short note, that's what makes me upset about the sequel trilogy, but that's a whole nother topic.
That has to get mentioned. Anytime we talk about Star Wars, it's going to get mentioned.
And say
we just have to cut ourselves off so we don't go off the fucking deep end, you know what I mean? But when it comes to Ahsoka, I'm still excited, but I've gotten to this place with Star Wars, now that we're not dealing with the Skywalker franchise, you know what I mean? The episodic ones. If it sucks, it's not going to bother me that much. Now, Obi-Wan bothered me because my hopes were so high for that. My expectations were through the roof. That's something I've wanted to see for so long. But I don't think there's really any other things they're going to do that I'm going to be that attached and that invested in. Yes, I'm invested in Ahsoka, but if it sucks, okay, I don't have to watch it. I can just stop. I can just stop watching it and erase it from my head.
Can you, though?
Yeah, I know, right?
No.
Let's get a couple episodes in. But,
you're going to watch the whole thing.
Right, but I'll feel more comfortable stopping, as more so than with, when Rise of Skywalker came out. I went into the movie I'm going to hate this, but there's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to live my life without seeing it. I have to see it. I don't have to see this. I don't.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see more of the Ahsoka character, but I almost feel like they should have just called this Rebels, because it seems like they're bringing all the Rebels characters into this.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird that they're doing that, but also kind of makes sense that they're doing that. But I am still excited. I am excited to see live action Thrawn, because Thrawn, Ginty, I know you don't know much about Thrawn, but let me tell you, he's a very interesting character to get invested in. If they pull it off correctly, which I think story-wise, as long as you have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, there's nothing they're going to do story-wise where I'm going to be like, oh, this is blasphemy. The direction might, because they have all these different directors and different writers even, that might lack, but the story to its core, I have faith in. And as long as that is the Thrawn that I know, it'll be fine.
This is Dave Filoni's baby. He
absolutely
started the Clone Wars TV show, so I have to think that he's not going to let something screw it up. The story's got to be legit. It's not like a Kenobi thing where they're just let's just bring him back and kind of throw it together and see what, just give people some, nostalgia stuff. Because that's basically all you get with that show. It's just nostalgia crap porn, which is, I'm in for it. Mm-hmm. And there's some really good stuff in there, but you can tell the secondary stories just nobody cares about them. Reva, I think it's Reva, right? The character's name is Reva.
Reva, something like that.
If I never see her again, I don't care. I just don't care. Her story was slightly interesting, and overall, the story is interesting of her, but they pulled it off in a way that you're like, I don't care, man. Bring me back to Kenobi. Even in the finale when it's Kenobi and Anakin, and you have them on screen for the first time in 20 years or something, and then they cut to Reva, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about you.
Go away.
Go back. Go back. I don't care. I don't care about you at all. Not even in the slightest. Go back to Obi-Wan and fucking Anakin, man. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Ahsoka, that is Dave Filoni's baby. That's character, I see him being very, very, very involved in this show.
So Also, do you think like so at the end of I really don't want to spoil any of Clone or Rebels for you, Ginty, but so maybe just block your ears or take your headphones off for a couple seconds.
You're good.
But
I'm fine. I'm still gonna watch it regardless.
For anybody
at
out
some
there,
point.
I mean, because this show takes place after Rebels.
Right. So even even with Ginty just watching it, like there's gonna be things mentioned and said that
they're gonna have to. So Ezra and Thrawn go into like a black hole or something, or what are they?
Right. Yeah, and they just disappear. So this is basically her looking for Thrawn because she's looking for Ezra.
Yeah,
which is that's I'm super excited to see a live action Ezra. We didn't even mention that,
which they haven't even because they haven't mentioned him at all.
They showed him.
They haven't.
They showed him, but he's on a hologram. Yeah,
that's it.
But other than that, it's like they haven't really mentioned him.
That's why I'm a little worried because I feel like I'm really torn about it because there is this like thing where it does have a lot of stakes and there's a lot of like that I'm anticipating, but I'm also going into it like I don't want to think it's going to be something great that's going to contribute to the Star Wars universe where it might not. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get hurt again, guys. Can't
right.
Yeah. And doesn't Anakin actually know Thrawn? Didn't the two of them like work together?
I don't. Did Thrawn ever interact? I don't think so.
So I saw that because Thrawn wasn't he also a Jedi?
No,
and then
I don't
turned to the dark side and turned to the dark side.
No. He's always been like an admiral, working for the like
Grand
Empire.
Admiral Thrawn. So I don't think Anakin would have done anything with him.
So there was I don't know if it was comics or whatever, but I did see I saw a video. It's actually on TikTok. I saw a video of it where they were on another planet before Anakin becomes Darth Vader, where he's stuck somewhere and Thrawn is there as well, and the two of them have to basically team up to survive and get away from there, whatever. And then obviously
can't say that that's wrong.
And then
maybe I'm just blanking.
and
I don't remember that.
Because that's actually one of the theories that was on the video was, does Thrawn actually know that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker? Because they were together, but does he know that's actually him?
Yeah,
that was one of the things they were trying to figure out.
That does ring a bell. I think you're onto something there. That does ring a bell.
See that? And I never seen none of that
interact. Shit. Right. It's just I've indulged in so many hours of Clone Wars and Rebels, like I can't remember everything. There's no
I don't like I said, I don't think it actually was part of the shows. I think it might have been like an like I said, like maybe possibly like a comic or a short story or something. But it was there.
Yeah,
and I saw, and there was artwork.
It looks like it's from a book.
Okay,
which is no longer actually canon, but
it's part of the Star Wars EU. Yeah, I see that, the extended universe, which is not canon. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I don't recall. I feel like I would remember, but that does ring a bell though. Like I feel like maybe I saw a TikTok like that too. Was like, did Thrawn know this whole time that Darth Vader was Anakin?
Nobody did. Nobody does. Like that's the thing.
No.
Otherwise,
no.
The children.
Obi-Wan does. Well, Obi-Wan found out.
Yeah, he was told.
No, he was. Yeah. I don't think he was told. I don't think he found out in the series, in the Obi-Wan series, because he didn't know that Darth Vader was. He thought it was just another.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't. He didn't know
that it was Anakin. Yeah,
until the end. Until they fought.
No. He knew. No, he found out beforehand by.
Reva. Reva told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Anakin's still alive because he thought Anakin was dead. Why wouldn't he?
He's like,
when he walks away from his limbless,
he's like, I fucking chopped him up and threw him into the lava. What are you talking about? He's alive.
What the fuck you mean he's alive? Like,
he's not dead, dude. He was my brother, and I chopped his limbs off and threw him in a fire. Idiot. It's like that marshmallow meme, that marshmallow video I sent you, Josh.
Yeah, that was gold.
That was
absolute
hilarious.
Gold.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm keeping my excitement.
And Rosario Dawson has been looking pretty badass as fucking Ahsoka.
Oh, that casting was fucking. They nailed it.
I think that was.
They
Was it, do
nailed
you think
it.
that was like one? I think that was one of those like meme castings, like
It
back
was.
in the day.
It was a fan casting. People were doing fan
was
art
like,
constantly
get her.
of her.
Yeah, get Rosario Dawson to play her, and they were like, well, like, no, do it. I mean, she's perfect.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, nah, yeah. It's like one of those you have to like.
Perfect.
Okay, it's like the whole Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Everyone's like, he has to. I mean, you have to. But
especially since his character in Blade 3, where he was Hannibal in, yeah,
that's
oh my
Deadpool.
god, you
That's
would be
Deadpool.
perfect Deadpool.
Literally,
he basically is Deadpool in that movie.
Yeah,
bro.
So moving to.
Well, hello there. It looks like you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We really do appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button if you liked what we saw. Leave some comments for any topics that you'd like us to discuss. We're always looking for feedback, and we'd like to hear what you think. If you want to check out some more clips of ours, here's a couple right here. Enjoy, and again, thanks for watching.